Hi, in today's video I will cover 3 different tools to correct the skin tone. It works in free version also. My name is Adrian and on this channel you can learn stuff like editing and grading and all that can make you a better content creator, so stay tuned and let's begin. What I've got here is an already color graded clip. For your information, my project settings regarding color management are as follows. This is before grading and after. In my node tree, I have CST, color space transform node, primaries, some secondaries adjustments, and 3 parallel nodes where I'm gonna show you 3 different tools to correct the skin tone. Then we have another CST node and my skin checker node. I will talk about it a bit later. Today I'm gonna focus only on the skin tone, but if you want to learn color page from scratch, to have solid fundamentals and understanding how most of the tools and controls work, I'm preparing a free color page guide course, so if you're interested, check out the link in the description. Back to the skin tone topic. As a first step, you need to set up the vector scope. In the settings, make sure you've selected Show Skin Tone Indicator, as well as it's a good idea to activate 2x zoom, because the skin tone is sometimes hard to notice on the vector scope. So you should now see the indicator, and all the scopes are twice bigger. That's why, for example, red color is crossing all the limits, but if you disable it, the saturation is fine. Okay, so let's check where exactly our skin tone is. To do that, let's use our skin checker node. I will label it skin checker, and this is our last node in the node tree, because we want to be sure that we're checking the final result. So with the skin checker node selected, let me draw a power window over the skin, for instance the entire face or just the skin on the forehead. Now let me invert it and decrease gain so we see only selected area. And in fact, on our vector scope, we can better monitor where the skin tone is located. So let me disable our skin checker node, and I will label the first parallel node as curves, because that's the tool we will use. In curves tool, make sure you have hue versus hue selected. Pick the color you want to adjust, in our case somewhere on the skin. As you see, it was marked on the line. Now we can enable the skin checker again, and using the hue rotate control, you can affect the skin tone. Right now, the skin tone is above our line indicator, so by decreasing the hue rotate value, it's getting closer to the indicator line. This is before and after. Let's disable skin checker. Before and after. Very subtle change. Personally, I prefer the skin tone be laying over the indicator than below, because the skin looks more vivid, full of life, instead of yellowish. Okay, another tool I want to show you is Color Slice. It's available from version 19. So let's label second node. In Color Slice tool, you've got a skin section. If you click and hold this icon, you will see what the tool will affect. And we have a hue slider. So let me enable the skin checker node and play with the hue slider. So you have another possibility to correct the skin tone itself. As before, I will park just above the indicator line. And this is how it looks before and after. The changes are really tiny. You probably don't see it on YouTube, but if you observe the skin tone on the vector scope, you can definitely tell it's there. And last way I want to show you today is Color Warper, another very powerful tool that you can use to correct skin tone. I will cover Color Warper tool in more details also in my free color page guide. Let me expand it and add more anchor points. Let's enable again our skin checker, and with the qualifier, just drag the point, the color you want to change. Simple as that. So I will slightly drag it to the left, it should be less red and more yellow instead. And as you see on the vector scope, our skin tone is where it should be, just tiny bit above the line. So this is before and after. The indicator is only a path you should follow. The most important is what you see and like. If it's right for you, leave it there. If you're not sure, you can glance on the indicator using the method I've just shown you. If you have any questions, leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe and like, really appreciate it. Cheers and see you in the next one.